Please like and subscribe for more videos.
Subject-verb agreement is a fundamental grammatical concept in English, governing the relationship between the subject of a sentence and the verb that accompanies it. Correct agreement ensures that the verb form aligns with the number and person of the subject. In simpler terms, the verb must agree with the subject in terms of whether it's
singular or plural. This agreement is crucial for maintaining clarity and coherence in writing. Here's a comprehensive lesson on subject-verb agreement. Key concepts in subject-verb agreement. 1. Basic rule: a singular subject requires a singular verb, and a plural subject requires a plural verb. Example: singular, the cat runs; plural, the cats run. 2. Singular and plural subjects. Singular subjects refer to one person, place, thing, or idea. Examples: dog, girl, book, idea. Plural subjects refer to more than one person, place, thing, or idea. Examples: dogs, girls, books, ideas. 3. Compound subjects. When two or more subjects are connected by and, the verb is usually plural. Example: Tom and Jerry are best friends. 4. Compound subjects with or, nor, if the compound subject consists of singular subjects connected by or, nor, the verb agrees with the subject nearest to it. Example: neither the cat nor the dog is hungry, either the cats or the dog is hungry. 5. Indefinite pronouns. Singular indefinite pronouns, everyone, anybody, each, anyone, nobody, etc., require singular verbs. Plural indefinite pronouns, both, few, many, several, etc., require plural verbs. Example: everybody wants to succeed. Few are aware of the consequences. 6. Collective nouns. Collective nouns, jury, team, committee, family, etc., can be singular or plural depending on the context. When the collective noun refers to the group as a whole, it takes a singular verb. When the collective noun emphasizes the individual members, it takes a plural verb. Example: the team is winning the match. Singular, focusing on the team as a unit. The team are celebrating their victories. Plural, emphasizing individual member. 7. Subject-verb agreement with there and here. When the sentence begins with there or here, the subject follows the verb. Example: there are many reasons for his success. 8. Special cases. Titles, names, and phrases. Treat them as singular units and take singular verbs. Example: The Catcher in the Rye is a famous novel. Plural words used as singular. Some words ending in s appear plural but are singular in meaning. Example: physics is my favorite subject. Fractional expressions. The verb agrees with the noun or pronoun after the fraction. Example: 1/3 of the cake has been eaten. Common errors to avoid: mismatched subjects and verbs. Ensure that the subject and verb agree in number and person. Incorrect: the cat on the table are hungry. Correction: the cat on the table is hungry. Explanation: the cat, despite the prepositional phrase on the table, is still the singular subject and requires the singular verb is. Intervening phrases. Don't let intervening mislead you into using the wrong verb form. Incorrect: the team, along with their coach, are preparing for the tournament. Correction: the team, along with their coach, is preparing for the tournament. Explanation: the phrase, along with their coach, is an intervening phrase that should not affect the agreement between the subject, team, and the verb, is. Subject-verb distance. The subject and verb must still agree even if separated by other words in the sentence. Incorrect: the students, as well as the teacher, who are new to the school, have already made friends. Correction: the students, as well as the teacher, who is new to the school, has already made friends. Explanation: the verb, has, should agree with the singular subject, teacher, despite the intervening phrase, as well as the teacher. Additionally, who is new to the school, further clarifies the subject-verb agreement by indicating that the teacher is singular.
break it down a bit. There are types of sentences. 1. Declarative sentences. Declarative sentences are the most common type of sentence. They are used to convey information, opinions, or ideas. These sentences simply state facts or express thoughts without seeking any response from the listener or reader. Declarative sentences end with a period. Examples with explanation: the sun rises in the east. This sentence provides a statement of fact about the sun's movement. Dogs are loyal animals. Here, an opinion about dogs is expressed. She is going to the store. This sentence conveys information about someone's action. I enjoy reading books. An individual's preference or feeling is shared in this sentence. 2. Interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences are used to ask questions. They are designed to seek information, clarification, or confirmation from the listener or reader. Interrogative sentences end with a question mark. Examples with explanation. What is your name? This sentence seeks information about someone's identity. Have you finished your homework? It asks for confirmation regarding completion of a task. Where did you go yesterday? Here, information about a past event is sought. Why are you sad? This sentence aims to understand the reason behind someone's emotions. 3. Imperative sentences. Imperative sentences are used to give commands, instructions, or advice. They can also make requests or suggestions. Imperative sentences are direct and do not necessarily require a subject, though it is often implied. They typically end with a period but can end with an exclamation mark for stronger emphasis. Examples with explanation. Please close the door. This sentence gives a polite instruction or request. Study for your exam. Here, a command is given to someone. Be quiet during the movie. This sentence provides an instruction. Don't forget to call me. A reminder or request is expressed in this sentence. 4. Exclamatory sentences. Exclamatory sentences express strong feelings or emotions. They convey excitement, surprise, anger, joy, or any other intense emotion. These sentences often begin with a what or how and end with an exclamation mark to emphasize the emotion being conveyed. Examples with explanation. What a beautiful day it is. This sentence expresses excitement and appreciation for the weather. I can't believe I won. Here, the speaker conveys surprise and excitement about winning something. How amazing that performance was. This sentence expresses admiration and amazement for a performance. Stop. An urgent command or plea is conveyed with strong emphasis in this sentence. Summary. Declarative makes a statement, ends with a period. Interrogative asks a question, ends
with a question mark. Imperative gives a command, instruction, request, or suggestion, ends with a period or exclamation mark for stronger emphasis. Exclamatory expresses strong emotions or feelings, ends with an exclamation mark.
Break down each concept and provide examples along with explanations. Sentence fragments. A sentence fragment is an incomplete sentence that lacks either a subject, a verb, or both, making it unable to stand alone as a complete thought or convey a clear meaning. Here are some common types of sentence fragments. 1. Missing subject. When a sentence lacks a subject, it's incomplete. Correction. Add a subject to make the sentence complete. Example. Went to the store. Correction. She went to the store. 2. Missing predicate / verb. When a sentence lacks a predicate or main verb, it's incomplete. Correction. Add a predicate / verb to make the sentence complete. Example. The cat on the mat. Correction. The cat sat on the mat. 3. Dependent clause standing alone. When a dependent clause is presented as a standalone sentence. Correction. Join with an independent clause or rewrite to form a complete sentence. Example. Although he tried his best. Correction. Although he tried his best, he couldn't win. For participial phrase, a fragment that starts with a participle, verb form ending in ing or ed, but doesn't include a subject or verb. Example. Running down the street. Correction. While running down the street, she tripped. Run-on sentences. A run-on sentence occurs when two or more independent clauses, complete thoughts, are improperly joined together without appropriate punctuation or conjunctions. Run-on sentences can confuse readers and weaken the clarity of your writing. Types of run-on sentences. 1. Comma splice. Two independent clauses are joined by a comma without a coordinating conjunction. Correction. Use a period, a semicolon, or a coordinating conjunction to separate the clauses. Example: I like to hike, I enjoy the outdoors. Correction 1. I like to hike. I enjoy the outdoors. Correction 2. I like to hike, I enjoy the outdoors. Correction 3. I like to hike, and I enjoy the outdoors. 2. Fused sentence. Two independent clauses are joined without any punctuation or conjunction. Correction. Use a period, a semicolon, a coordinating conjunction, or a subordinating conjunction to separate or connect the clauses. Example: she loves to read, she reads every night. Correction 2. She loves to read, she reads every night. Correction 3. She loves to read, so she reads every night. Correction 4. Because she loves to read, she reads every night. 3. Lack of coordination. Several independent clauses are joined together without proper coordination. Example: I like to read books, I also enjoy watching movies. Correction: I like to read books, but I also enjoy watching movies. How to correct sentence fragments and run-on sentences. 1. Add missing elements. Identify what's missing in the fragment and add the necessary subject, verb, or both. 2. Combine or separate. Determine if you need to combine separate fragments into complete sentences or separate run-on sentences into
distinct sentences. 3. Use punctuation correctly. Ensure proper use of periods, commas, semicolons, and conjunctions to connect or separate clauses appropriately. 4. Consider sentence structure. Sometimes, restructuring the sentence can help clarify meaning and eliminate fragments or run-ons. 5. Review and revise. Always review your writing for fragments and run-ons during
direct object. A direct object is a noun or pronoun that receives the action of the verb directly. In simpler terms, it answers the question what or whom after an action verb. Examples: she bought a book. In this sentence, a book is the direct object because it receives the action of the verb bought. It answers the question: what did she buy? They painted the wall blue. Here, the wall is the direct object because it receives the action of the verb painted. It answers the question: what did they paint? Now, we move to the indirect object. An indirect object is a noun or pronoun that receives the direct object or for whom the action is done. It usually comes before the direct object and answers the questions to whom or for whom or to what or for what. Examples: she gave him a present. In this sentence, him is the indirect object because it receives the direct object a present. It answers the question: to whom did she give a present? They sent me a letter. Here, me is the indirect object because it receives the direct object a letter. It answers the question: to whom did they send a letter? Key differences. Position. Direct objects usually come after the verb and before the indirect object, if present, whereas indirect objects typically come before the direct object, if present, or after the preposition to or for. Function. Direct objects directly receive the action of the verb, while indirect objects receive the direct object. Questions. Direct objects answer what or whom, whereas indirect objects answer to whom, for whom, to what, or for what. Examples: she bought him a book. Direct object, book. Indirect object, him. He made his sister a card. Direct object, card. Indirect object, his sister. They sent me a letter. Direct object, letter. Indirect object, me. Note: not all sentences contain both direct and indirect objects. Some sentences may only have a direct object, while others may have neither. In some cases, indirect objects can be implied rather than stated explicitly. Practice exercises. Identify the direct and indirect objects in the following sentences. Once you've identified them, you can confirm your answers. Conclusion. Understanding direct and indirect objects enhances your grasp of sentence structure and helps you convey meaning more precisely in writing and conversation. Practice identifying them in various sentences to strengthen your understanding.